Back to Good Day. It's Monday, and of course, we're talking about history. We have Kathy Flory here from Thronateeska Heritage Center. Kathy, it's Cyber Monday. I have a feeling we're going to talk about something that has to do with computers or technology.
Well, Thronateeska does something a little bit unusual, and it's not really unusual to the archival world, but we digitize, or we make computer or digitally or computer available the City of Albany's meeting minutes for the Commission, ordinances and resolutions. This is something we started 3.5 years ago, and it's because of a law that was passed in actually the 1980s, where all government agencies had to ultimately have an electronic form. So what we've done is we've scanned things all the way back to 1907.
Oh my goodness.
So, which is really, yes, it is. But very, very interesting because, you know, we get to see a lot of things that people don't realize. I have a resolution here where the city health nurse made $1,200 a month or a year, and that's in 1983 or 1938. So some of these documents, you know, you look at laws that were passed and we have not overturned them, so those become very, very interesting. But we have, at this point, scanned 30,000 documents for the City of Albany, but we also do scanning for planning and development. Now, this is very helpful for them because if you think of going back through hundreds of years of plans to find, and I'm just going this hypothetical, a sewer line on Broad Street. Well, to find that, it's going to take a lot of human time to find, where when it's scanned, of course, it's like searching on Google. You find it within an instant. So the City of Albany is really becoming very computerized in that they are doing all of this, or we are doing all this electronic scanning for them. This also falls within Thronateeska's mission, because this is the history of Albany. And it's all permanent records. So when someone wants to go back and look at when their house was built, or when when a certain law was passed in the city, they're going to be able to do this electronically instead of waiting and going through paper, which a lot of times won't happen if it's a citizen, only because it takes so much time. So a couple of other things that, with computers in mind, is the security. Computer Security Day is the 30th, so everybody needs to talk, check your passwords and so forth. So, but there's, so much more that computers can do than just purchasing on Cyber Monday.
All right, well, we'll talk with you more in another segment in just a little bit. Now we're going to go to a break. More Good Day in your third hour. What more do you have to tell us that Thronateeska does take part in, along with the city and other things like that?
Well, something that was just spoken of as far as the library is concerned. We have an agreement with the library to temporarily house the genealogy department. So for anyone who's looking for all of the genealogy department, that means the books, the microfilm, the family notations that have been kept through the years that have been housed at the downtown library, will be in the what is the Union Depot on the north side, which is normally our history museum, but we have allotted that space for the genealogy department to temporarily house their materials. There'll be a microfilm reader in that room, so that everything that they're able to do now in the library, they will be able to do at Thronateeska until the new building is renovated and such. So one other computer-related thing is Electronic Greeting Day is the 29th. Now, of course, many of us don't want to write out Christmas cards anymore, so that is the day that you start sending out your electronic Christmas cards. And a lot, with us being so computer oriented these days, that's a much easier way to send a greeting. One last thing is that in 1937 or 1936, and we think computers are like so today, and the children of today are, are so literate when it comes to computers. But the first freely programmable computer was actually created in 1936.
Wow.
And so computers have been around for a whole lot longer than what we think, though, of course, technology has grown so rapidly in the past couple of years.
Everything's kind of shrank.
It has, it has. And, well, and the capabilities are so much greater. And so, you know, computers are the way to go, and, you know, with all city governments and with, I'm sure with what you all do here, having computers and having that data and that information available so quickly and so readily, even the local governments are going in that same direction.
And of course, you guys are helping out in that. And of course,
yes, absolutely.
Going back and forth between all those things that you mentioned earlier that you're now housing for the city. That's pretty cool stuff. All right, thanks for coming in this morning and giving us a little taste of technology and history, as you always do on a Monday. Thanks for coming in this morning. We're going to go to a break. More to come in your third hour of Good Day right after these messages.